Hi, I'm Keith, and this is Bjorn, and we're with Terra-Therm introducing you to today to the Terra-Therm Hydronic Control Module for geothermal systems. Hydronic heating systems have historically been complex systems to design, wire, and were not user-friendly for the homeowner. Terra-Therm's Hydronic Control Module solves these problems with a single place to control all components of a hydronic heating system, and has simple cover-mounted LEDs to allow the end user to know the mode of operation and status of each zone. Terra-Therm's Hydronic Control Module also provides a cost-effective way to provide low voltage control for the entire hydronic system.
Terra-Therm has designed a hydronic control module that offers many features, ensuring a simple and complete control strategy for any geothermal hydronic system that uses a buffer tank. It is designed to control up to 2 heat pumps or 1 heat pump and a backup source, monitor and control the buffer tank temperature in heating or cooling mode, and control up to 3 zones with their corresponding pumps with the option of controlling additional external zones. Let's go through these features as they relate to the individual components of your hydronic system and explain the benefits of each feature.
As you see, there are a number of LED indicator lights on the front door of the hydronic control module that allow you to see what the hydronic system is doing at a glance. On the lower left side is the green power light, indicating that the control module has power. The next row of lights are the blue cooling indicators. The first light indicates that the system is in the cooling mode. The next 3 lights let you know what zones, 1, 2, or 3, have a thermostat call for cooling. The next row of lights are amber heating indicators. The first light indicates that the system is in the heating mode. The next 3 lights let you know which zone, 1, 2, or 3, have a thermostat call for heating. The 4 upper lights are the heat pump status lights. The green light indicates a call from the buffer tank for either heat pump 1 or 2 if you have a dual compressor or dual heat pump system. The red lights indicate a heat pump lockout situation for either heat pump 1 or 2.
Inside the hydronic control module, there are 2 set point controllers. The left controller is active in the heating mode, and the right controller is active in the cooling mode. They are programmable 2-stage controllers used to monitor the buffer tank temperature and start and stop up to 2 heat pumps or 2 compressors or 1 heat pump and a backup boiler. Terra-Therm pre-programs each controller for a typical system. However, changing temperature set points, differentials, and delay times are simple and easy to do. If you do experience any difficulties, Terra-Therm technical support is available to assist you with fine-tuning and making adjustments for your unique applications. Included with each Terra-Therm hydronic control module is a stainless steel dual sensor temperature probe, which is used to monitor the buffer tank temperature. Inside the door of the control module is a printed circuit board which provides a location to land all of the low voltage wiring from each of your system components in one location. The circuit board is protected by a standard 2-amp bus type fuse and even comes with a spare. A key feature of the Terra-Therm hydronic control module is the ability to isolate low voltage for all the hydronic system components, including the heat pumps and fan coils or furnaces. In other words, multiple components, each with their own transformer, can be connected to the hydronic control module but remain electrically isolated from each other.
As we have mentioned, the control module can control up to 2 hydronic heat pumps or compressors, or a heat pump and a backup boiler. On the upper right side of the circuit board are the terminal blocks for the heat pumps 1 and 2 low voltage controls. Terminals provided include R, G, O, Y, L, and a common terminal X. Across the top of the circuit board are the individual terminal blocks for up to 3 fan coils, or 2 fan coils and 1 radiant floor zone, or 1 fan coil and 2 radiant floor zones. Typically, fan coils are used But for dual fuel applications, furnaces can also be connected directly to the control module. A zone can have either ECM or PSC blowers controlled. As mentioned earlier, up to 2 radiant floor zones can be controlled directly from the control module in place of fan coils 2 and 3. To provide 24 volt power for the radiant floor thermostats, low voltage jumpers are provided under fan coil terminal blocks 2 and 3. The hydronic control module comes configured for fan coils. To configure a zone to a radiant floor zone, simply remove the jumpers and install them vertically. Down the left side of the circuit board are the thermostat terminal blocks 1, 2, and 3. Each thermostat connects directly to the corresponding fan coil terminal block for low voltage isolation. When radiant floor zones are needed, then fan coil terminal blocks 2 or 3 will be left blank and the jumpers connected to provide 24 volt power to the corresponding radiant floor thermostats. Thermostat 1 is the master thermostat and determines whether the hydronic system is in heating, cooling, or off mode, as well as controlling fan coil number 1. Each thermostat block provides the following terminals for control: W1, W2, R, C, G, and Y1. Across the bottom of the circuit board are the relays for each of the 3 zones associated with the fan coils and thermostats. An added feature of the control module is that when the master thermostat is in one mode while the other zones are in another, the zones opposite the master zone cannot overheat or overcool the space. In other words, if the master thermostat is set to the cooling mode and one of the other thermostats calls for heating, the pump that serves that zone will not energize, but the fan will be allowed to come on. For applications that require more radiant floor zones, the B1 relay is energized during heating mode and provides a dry contact that can be used to power additional radiant floor zones through a single or multi-pump relay.
Located on the lower right side of the cabinet are the high voltage connections. The main power switch and 120 volt input connection are located on the left. Next are the connections for the B1 dry contact as discussed earlier. Because this is a dry contact, either high or low voltage can be used depending on your individual needs. Again, this relay is only energized during the heating mode. Next are the 3 individual pump connections corresponding to each relay and zone from the circuit board. They provide 120 volts for circulated pumps to fan coils, 8 coils above furnaces, or radiant floor zones. Other products available for hydronic and heat pump systems are foam insulated pump packs, inch and 1.25 hose kits for earth loop and hydronic plumbing, fully insulated buffer tanks from 30 to 175 gallons, uncased A-style water coils for above furnaces available in 3 sizes from 15,000 to 73,000 heating BTUs, complete fan coils in 3 sizes from 15,000 to 73,000 BTUs in heating with both PSC and ECM blowers. Terra-Therm's technical support is available for your application, design, and operational questions. We hope you found this video useful, and our goal is that you think of us when you're looking at putting together your next hydronic geothermal application. Keith is available with our technical support to field any calls in questions regarding design, application, or operational questions, or if you want design help, we have a sales staff that would be more than willing to help you put together your next hydronic geothermal application. Thanks from Terra-Therm. There's Keith, and I'm Bjorn.